Hi, I'm Lauren Alexander. What are the 5 primary love languages? They are 5 different ways to express love on an emotional level. The basic concept is that each of us has a primary love language that is the one that speaks most deeply to us. In some cases, marriages struggle because the husband and wife do not know each other's love language. Having an understanding of the different languages helps the camaraderie of workplaces and small groups as well. These love languages were developed by Dr. Gary Chapman. He counseled people and developed these after reading many years' worth of his notes with couples who would come to his office and they would complain often, "I just don't feel loved by my spouse." It was successful, and it was also successful in small groups as well. Chapman's book is entitled The 5 Love Languages, which is popular in many different languages. Gentlemen, the principle is that if you want her to feel loved, you've got to speak love in her primary love language. And ladies, if you want him to feel loved, you've got to speak love in his primary love language. The primary love language is the language that speaks most deeply to that person. So you can be speaking some of the other languages, but the person will still not feel completely loved. But the big question is, how do you know what is your spouse's primary love language? Observation and also just simply asking them are 2 ways to find out. Gary Chapman uses the gas tank as a metaphor to see how full or how empty is your partner's love tank. If the tank is full, the car can go a long ways. If it's a quarter full, it can go a short distance. But if it's empty, well, the relationship is in big trouble. What we want to do is keep the tank full. So the definitions for these 5 love languages are as follows. Words of affirmation, encouraging words, empathy, appreciation, actively listening to the other person. For example, writing a handwritten note to the person, or saying, "You look nice in that outfit." Gifts, giving of gifts no matter how small. Giving the other person a gift shows the person, wow, they were thinking about me. What about physical touch? That's a big one. Holding hands, hugs, a rub on the shoulder. It's pretty self-explanatory. Now with long-distance relationships, you have to get creative. For example, someone traced his hand on a piece of paper and he mailed it to his spouse so that she could look at his hand and place her hand in his. You can give a jacket of yours to your spouse or your partner so that they can still give you a hug even from many miles away. It's really an emotional concept. Quality time is uninterrupted and focused. You heard that, focused conversation. It's one-on-one time, having a specified date night or a weekend getaway or going for a walk together, spending quality time. Even a handwritten note emphasizes that that person took the time to write the letter. Acts of service, doing something for the other person that you know that they would like for you to do. For example, lighten their daily workload by doing a chore for them. It can make their day. Friends, a study of the Bible shows that Jesus Christ, our Creator and Redeemer, speaks all of these love languages to us. It was His healing hand, His healing touch on the blind man's eyes that enabled him to see and love Jesus. It was the loaves and the fishes that He provided for the hungry people who longed to spend time listening to Him. And it was His finger that wrote the 10 Commandments on stone as a transcript of His loving character. It's the spiritual gifts He gives to bless each of His children. Christ's words of affirmation to us are His promises to take away our sins if we would fully surrender to Him. His love is multifaceted. Often people are drawn to Christ when they sense His love in their love language. Likewise, Christians love God through these love languages. In John 13:34-35, it states, "A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another." Love always involves looking out for the other person's interest. I pray this information will bless your relationships. Make an effort to discover your spouse's love language. And it doesn't have to end there. Your other family members, your neighbors, your co-workers, they all have a primary love language to learn. You will soon see your relationships enriched. So if you liked the content of this video, please give us a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time. God bless.